You are listening to the last episode of 2024 of the Rise and Tell with Sheekha, the podcast that is all about real people, real stories, and growth. Today I'm going to tell you not to set goals. Yes, I know it sounds very funny, and you are probably thinking right now, isn't your podcast all about growth and self-improvement and productivity and all of that stuff, Sheekha? Then how come you're telling not to set goals? I thought, why not just go back and see everything that happened in the last year, especially with the podcast. I was really excited thinking about 2025. The minute I turned on the television or the minute I started scrolling on my phone, everything that I could see was people talking about what they want to do in 2025, what are their goals, their quarterly goals, their weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, etc., etc., etc. I, for one, have been a very big fan of checklists and a very big fan of checking things once I'm done with it. But I'll tell you why this year I'm telling you not to set goals, and that's because I started off last year with the 75 Hard Challenge on December 28th. Now stick with me. I had no idea, no clue. I did not get into the 75 Hard Challenge thinking I am going to start a podcast. But somehow, because my mind was all clear and I had time on my hand, I decided to start a podcast. And that was the beginning of the Itch and Scratch show. When I thought about the podcast, all I knew was I am going to talk about things that motivate people like me, because I am someone who gets motivated by other people's stories, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, hey, if she can do it and if he can do it, why can't I? So that's all that I wanted to put out there through the podcast. So I never gave it a lot of thought about how I would want this to scale in the future. And anyways, I sat down one day and I thought, okay, the Itch and Scratch show is not aligning with my brand. It is not giving off that vibe. It is not giving off that feel that I want out of this podcast, out of my own brand, out of my books, my talks, the episodes, the guests, everything about the channel. And that's where we came up with Rise and Tell with Sheekha. I'm tying it back to why I'm asking you not to set goals is because starting a podcast was never a goal for me in the beginning of the year or even in December last year. So one, I never had a goal, but I achieved it. Second, I never thought I would be recording the 20th episode of the podcast in just 10, 11 months. And the reason why I'm saying don't set goals is I never in my wildest dreams thought about building a brand, building my presence on the internet, or starting a community of like-minded people, interviewing guests from Hollywood, interviewing successful authors, and people who have actually done something. So even if I would have had a goal in the beginning of 2024, I would not be able to check it off the list if I had stuck with the original goal. So my point here is things change. Life happens, things change. There are different factors that affect you, especially your environment, people you hang out with, the content that you consume. So it's okay to change. Don't keep yourself in just one thing that you forget to see the future, or you forget to see what's lying ahead or what could have been if you weren't so strict about this one thing. So if I had just gone with, oh yes, I wanted to be different, the Itch and Scratch is different, it's all about creativity and fun and this and that, I don't think I ever would have visualized my brand and what I want it to be. So I changed it, and I changed it like a month ago, which is what, the 10th, I think this was in October. So I changed it and things have been going great so far. I have episodes lined up for next year and I cannot wait to upload it for you guys. I have some amazing trips planned this year. Plus, I have a very exciting project coming up that I Cannot wait to share with you guys. I am working so hard towards it. I just wanted to thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Some of you have reached out with great feedback. Some of you reached out with some ideas and tips, which I really appreciate. To all of those who've been replying and watching my content, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me, especially for someone who had no idea about YouTube or how to do things or even starting a podcast. So again, this is me reflecting on all the things that happened, and I'm kind of proud of it. I'll tell you why. Because I just didn't finish the 75 hour challenge in the beginning, like the first quarter of 2024, but I also started the YouTube channel. I started recording myself, which I wasn't comfortable about. So the second thing for you out of this episode is going to be get out of your comfort zone. Try it. Just try it. I tried this with my mom, and it has worked splendidly. My mom, she used to hate dancing, but now she started Zumba classes. She's going to the gym and she's doing yoga and she's working out. And for someone who hasn't worked out all her life, and just seeing that excitement in her and the fact that she's able to see changes in her is infectious. And I cannot believe that I forced her to do it, and I wouldn't have if I didn't do it myself and if I didn't get out of my comfort zone to try different things. I am still trying. I have learned so much, and to be honest, just reflecting on everything that's happened last year, personally, I was comparing the pictures from last year, December, and this year, and I was so glad that I was consistent with my fitness journey. Not only that, I learned a lot of things from all these episodes. I know I'm doing this for you guys and so that you guys can learn something, but I personally learned a lot from all of these people. You need to keep growing and you need to keep learning, and that's how you're going to grow. I cannot begin to express everything that I've experienced this year. Good, bad, sad, everything. It's a mixture of everything, but at the end of the day, what matters most is, were you happy? Is all of this serving you? You don't have to go online and compare yourself or your life with everybody else. You just do you. Are you happy with where you are? If you're not, change. Don't wait for the new year. Don't wait for your birthday. Don't wait for anything. Just do it now. And you know what? At the end of the day, you are your own competitor. You just need to be better than yourself, better than who you were yesterday, if that's not serving you. If you're not happy, if you are not satisfied with what you have right now, take action and change it. I can share 100 different episodes with you. I can share a lot of different articles, a lot of different things. But if you don't implement those things that you read, the content that you consume, nothing is going to change. Trust me, nothing at all. So don't make goals. I know that is a weird word, but don't make goals. Just be open to new opportunities and be open to changes. Be open to getting outside your comfort zone and just be open to be happy. With that, I am going to tell you guys thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to all the videos so far, and I hope you are going to be on this journey for the next year as well, for some amazing content, videos, and lessons from successful people. With that, I wish you a very happy new year, and I will see you in 2025. Bye.